Hey guys, and welcome back to my Pennsylvania series. This is going to be episode 14, and in this one we're going to go over the research and development area, which as you can see is already built out a little bit, or mostly complete, I should say. I had to do it this way because essentially I worked on the research area for a little while, but then I had to come and work on the power plant, which will be next episode's video. But I had to work on the power plant because I had to figure out, where was the boundary line going to be for the power plant? How much space did I need for this section? I didn't want to build this out too far and then not have enough space for the power plant. So I had to make the line, the fence line here, and then I can make the hatchery, science hatchery enclosure as big as I did. Um, so yeah, as you can see, I've also done a little bit more work on the security and medical area, added in an office park for them, and then also added in it's an emergency bunker, but I like to think that it's a storage facility. So I'll kind of build this area out as, storage, cargo containers, boxes, supplies, essentially, for the ranger teams. Anyway, back to research and development. Over here, you can see we have the Science Center, which is where they'll do all the genetic testing, gene splicing, all that stuff, figuring out new dinosaurs that can be genetically created, cloned, and then once we have all the information that we need to hatch a new dinosaur, we come over to the hatchery, which is where they'll breed and incubate the new dinosaur. Um, what I like to do here, and I did the same thing in San Diego, is, and actually I've done it in pretty much all of my parks, except for my first one, Isla Nublar. But I did it in Sorna, I did it in San Diego, and I've done it here as well. I like making this little hatchery area where essentially, once the baby dinosaur outgrows their little incubation spot, they can move from the hatchery into this slightly larger habitat. It's obviously not a full-size enclosure, but it's bigger than the hatchery, and essentially they get to live here for a little bit, get acclimated to a larger space, grow a little bit more, make sure everything's good to go. The medical staff and scientists and everything can make sure that there's no issues with the dinosaur. It's a good, healthy dinosaur. And then once they're big and ready, they can then move into the official park, into their permanent enclosure. So this is kind of like a middle ground stop. And yeah, you got the little observation tower, which could be, I like the Jurassic Park era tower for this stuff because it doesn't really look like a visitor tower, to be honest. It looks more like a ranger tower with this, radio station up on top that's antennas and stuff, and then also the chain link fence around it. So I think it meshes extremely well with this kind of vibe. But anyway, so this is going to be the research and development area of the operations area for the park. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.